Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing today? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back with another cheeky little news update. We're on here a bit earlier than usual. I'm up slightly earlier than usual. Obviously, there's big news to discuss in regards to various different goings on at United. Not just United. There's big transfer news today, which we're going to cover in this show. How are we all doing, you legends? Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see who we've got in here. Big up yourselves. And I hope you're all good today. We got Jim Watkins. How you doing? Templar. Johnny. Dave Keating. Welcome in, lad. Hoodstar. Top Dog. Anthony Okonkwo. Lee. Cass. Simon Almeida. Get in there, you beauty. Top Dog. Anthony Okonkwo. Johnny. How you doing there, everybody? Thanks for joining the stream. United's in here as well. Templar Priest. Anthony. Stefan. Andrikos. Get in there, you beauty. Red Devil Yannick. Hello to you. How you doing? Long time no see, or maybe not that long, but good to see you though. Aaron Spear, Boomy, Lee, Ian, Compost Smurf, United 90, Monkey D. Luffy, Cake It, and everybody else as well. Thank you so much for joining us and getting in here. Appreciate you. Do us a favour at the start of this stream though. Smash the like button. Give us a massive thumbs up on this one if you haven't done so already. Drop a cheeky like on this vid. You know it makes sense. That's right. Like the video, share us around, and give yourself a cheeky little opportunity by subscribing to the channel. We're on here daily with the latest United news and biggest transfer news. So make sure you guys subscribe if you are here for the first time. And of course, give us a share around on Twitter. The link is pinned to the top of the live chat, or X, or whatever it's called these days. Go and give us a cheeky little repost. Can't even say retweet anymore. Give us a cheeky repost over there on Twitter. That'd be awesome. Thank you, guys. We'll shout you all out later on. Johnny N, thank you so much, my son. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm with you, pal. Okay, let's talk about the latest news then. So obviously, at this moment in time, there is an understanding that there is an agreement in place between Tottenham Hotshite and Bayern Munich. And for Harry Kane, obviously. This is the latest report. So David Ornstein earlier on today reporting that there has now been an agreement in principle between Bayern Munich and Tottenham Hotshite. This is what he said. He said exclusive. Bayern Munich have reached an agreement with Tottenham to sign Harry Kane. Sources in Germany indicate that Bayern's proposal worth above 100 million euros has been accepted by Tottenham Hotspur. The 30-year-old has been leaning towards staying, but most must now make a decision. So, you know, obviously big news there, guys, in regards to Kane, that he's got to decide his future at this moment, but Bayern Munich have now had a bid accepted from Bayern Munich, and it's obviously a heck of a lot of money involved here, but not crazy money if we're being honest. Also, Fabrizio Romano just double confirming this as well, so a couple of top-tier sources suggesting that that is the case, and obviously, you know, that Spurs have agreed to accept Bayern's offer. So he says Bayern and Tottenham have reached an agreement in principle for Harry Kane worth more than 100 million euros package. As per David Ornstein reported, it's now up to the player. Kane has to make the final decision very soon after long negotiations. Yeah, and then we also have Florian Plettenberg reporting similar over in Germany that news on Harry Kane. Yes, there's an agreement in principle between the clubs now. Confirmed transfer fee of more than 100 million euros with add-ons included. Kane is on the verge to join Bayern Munich. So, how do I feel about this, guys? I mean, look, to be fair, guys, I'm really sad if we don't get Harry Kane. What the fuck's the matter with Manchester United? Sort your bloody lives out, United. Go in for this guy. He's a ready-made born goal-scoring beast, lads. What are we doing, fanning around like a bunch of fannies, not going to get Harry Kane when he could easily go to bloody Bayern Munich for 100 million euros? Come on. It's a no-brainer, mate. Sell all the guff of the football club. See you later on, Slavo Maguire. Piss off, son. Scotty McShotomy shot bag. Get shot of the melter. See you later on, boyo. And now we get rid of all the other guff we've got at the football club. Bailly. We get rid of Henderson. We get rid of Donny van der Beek and Fred. All of those players gone out the door. See you later on, son. Bye. You gesh. And then we've basically just raised the money for Harry Kane. We've raised the money for Kano, haven't we? What the hell are we doing, guys? Why the bloody hell are we not going for Harry Kane? He's a born, proven goal-scoring beast in the Premier League. He would give us depth and the ability to challenge for the title this season. What's the matter with us? Why aren't we showing the ambition and going for him? He's available. Once in a decade does a player of this caliber come up, really, and is available. Somebody that can bang you 30 goals potentially in the Premier League, for Pete's sake. Why the hell are we not going in for him? Instead, we've fannied around and we're looking at strengthening other areas of the team. I get that, but, you know, it's like this is a rare breed of player that's available that can actually transform the way that we play, essentially, and to hopefully get us to be competitive with the likes of shitty shitbags. You know, so, look, there's obviously... It's down to the player, isn't it? What's the scenario? Does Kane want to stay? Does he want to go? Thank you so much here, by the way, Gary Mathers, for getting in here, bud, and being a member for 9 months. Good to see you, Gary Mathers. He says, we stalled over Kane and now it's too late. Well, it's never too late, my son. It's never too late. So right now, we know the situation is this. Spurs have now finally accepted a bid for Bayern Munich, from Bayern Munich for Harry Kane. We could go in there and match that bid, and then, or even beat that bid, and surely Spurs would be prepared to listen to Manchester United. And you know what? It's also down to Harry Kane. So people say it's too late, but it's not too late. It's also down to Harry Kane. Does he even want to go to Bayern Munich? Does he want to do that? That's a big if. He might rather stay in the Premier League and actually challenge for the Premier League title one day, and maybe have a little bit of a, you know, storied career within the Premier League. He's only about 40 goals or whatever it is away from Alan Shearer's all-time record as well. Like, he's on the verge of something special if he stays in England. Whereas if he goes to Bayern Munich, yeah, okay, he is going to win trophies. They're going to win everything, aren't they? They're going to win the Bundesliga. They're going to win the German Cup. They'll be in the Champions League. He'll score loads of goals. He'll bag in 30-odd goals a season. No dramas in the league, because it's a shit league, guys. Hate to say it, but, you know, it's a one-horse race of a league. It is. And although Harry Kane's got a horse face, he doesn't necessarily want to be a part of a one-horse race of a league. What's the point? What's the point, guys, you know? It's boring. It's a boring league. Okay, I get it. Be a nice time winning it. Go over in Germany, chill out, score a shit ton of goals, get the admiration from the Munich supporters, you know, drink a couple of steins of lager or whatever it is they drink over there, have a nice couple of bratwursts for breakfast every day, whatever the case may be. It sounds rather nice. But at the same time, it's not the Premier League. The Bundesliga is not the Premier League, guys. It is a subpar league compared. So I think we've really got to have a go at getting Harry Kane in there. It will be a wasted opportunity from United if we don't at least try. Fair enough, look, Harry Kane might not want to go to Manchester United. Maybe United aren't prepared to, you know, give him what Bayern can give him or the guaranteed trophies over there. But we've at least got to try. It disgusts me. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we should at least try to sign Harry Kane. Look, sell all the shit players I mentioned at the start of this vid. Go and put that money into the Kane deal. Get this guy in there. Stop being a bunch of fannies. Hey, Gary Mathers, thank you for gifting out a membership on the channel, mate. Get in there. Guys, let's get a love heart in there for Gary Mathers. Thank you, Gary. Let's go. Appreciate you. He's made Glenn Palmer a member of the channel. Welcome in, Glenn. And thank you so much to Gary Mathers there, guys. Get some love in the live chat there for Gary Mathers. Cheers, Gaza, mate. Get in there, you beauty. Thank you so much, lad. Love that. John Boy Cat, a lot of people getting a 1 in here. 2, he won't sell to us, it's pointless. United, money talks and bullshit walks, my son. Daniel Levy's a businessman. Essentially, hey Langy, what's going on, mate? Essentially, we will, you know, if we beat their offer, they're not going to turn down 10 or 15 million more pounds. Plus, I keep going back to this point. It's down to Harry Kane. It's not necessarily down to Daniel Levy. Harry Kane, by all accounts, could be an ultimate shithouse and just stay at Tottenham for another year. Take his time and then go and join whichever club that he wants in a year's time. That's what I would do if I was Kane. Why force the move to Bayern Munich at this moment in time? It's in the Guff German League. It's Guff. You know, Bayern Munich, obviously a great club. Of course they are. They provide him what he needs, which is trophies, I suppose. And if they're prepared to pay him a shitload of cash, which by all accounts they are, okay, it's a good money move. Makes sense in terms of, you know, winning trophies. But other than that, it's really not that impressive. It's the Bundesliga. Who gives a shit about the Bundesliga, guys? No disrespect to any Germans watching. Guten Tag, mein Freunde. But das Bundesliga ist scheißen. You know what I'm saying? Das ist nicht so gut, ja? Das Wetter ist prima in England. You know what I'm saying? Compared, it's not actually the weather shit in England. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, nobody cares about the Bundesliga. It's a one-horse race every single year. Ist einen Scheißenligen, ja? Das ist nicht so gut. Very disappointing football we are taking place over there, to be honest. You know, only a one-horse race of a league. I know they only just won last year, so, you know, but they basically won it like 10 years in a row. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Ja, mein Name ist Harry Kane. Ja? Und eine Zweikatze und eine Hunde. Und eine scoren Goalchen for Bayern Munich, ja, in die Bundesliga. Das ist einen Scheißen. You know? It's just annoying. I just don't understand. So basically, look, if you make it possible for Harry Kane to come to Manchester United, i.e. actually go in for him, table a bid to Spurs and see what happens, it's down to Harry Kane to decide what he wants to do with his life. You know, at the moment, he could well decide to stay at Spurs. I mean, I actually agree with Michael Owen. I never thought I'd say that, guys, but I agree with Michael Owen. This is what I saw just before going live. Michael Owen tweeted this. Michael Owen. And I agree with Michael Owen on this one, okay? I actually do. Listen to this. Michael Owen says, I know FC Bayern are a massive club and I have huge respect for them. But if I were Harry Kane, I'd stay put. There's no great achievement in winning a trophy with them. Real Madrid I would understand, or one of the two top Premier League clubs for that matter. Becoming the all-time Premier League goal scorer is a bigger achievement than winning the league in a country dominated by one team. Yeah, darling. I agree with Michael Owen on this one. Like, come on. You know, you have to say that he's right. He's right. The German league is really not all that. Like, Bundesliga, you know, who cares? It's like going over and playing in the French league. You know, it's like, okay, if you want to get the Farmer's Trophy, fair enough. But who the hell wants the Farmer's Trophy? Apart from some bloke growing artichokes. Nobody. It's an absolute gash fest of a league, so the Premier League is obviously much better. I wonder perhaps maybe if we could be tempted to go in for him. It is still very unlikely, of course, that we will even try because of the amount of money involved. But we should do. That's all I'm saying. It's like, it's a wasted opportunity for United. We could get a goal-scoring beast and an absolute, you know, let's face it, a legend of English football at the club and banging in the goals for us. I mean, I said it before. Think about the Mason Greenwood situation. So Mason Greenwood is got all this baggage at the football club. He is worth cash. Maybe we should just sell that prick. Do you know what I mean? Sell him, put the money into Harry Kane, as well as, you know, obviously getting rid of McTominay, Maguire, you know, get the baggage off of our books and go and get somebody who's actually not a complete wanker. It kind of makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? Slabby Maguire, gone, McTominay gone, Greenwood gone, and all the rest of these guff merchants gone to raise the cash for Harry Kane. What's the issue? I would think that it's possible. I don't understand why we haven't at least tried. Ten Hag's been quoted as saying things like Harry Kane is one of the greats and could go down as the greatest Premier League goal scorer ever. You know, it's like, well, that's only going to happen if we make it possible and maybe, you know, go in for him. I mean, the understanding is at the moment that Harry Kane does kind of want to go to Bayern Munich, but I don't blame him if that's the only offer on the table, because what's the alternative? The alternative is he stays at Tottenham and stagnates for another year and doesn't win jack shit because Spurs are a calamity club. Or he can go over to Bayern Munich and get paid a shitload of cash and get the accolades and win the trophies and play in the Champions League and all the rest that goes along with that. So I do understand it. I mean, there's very many reports that say Harry Kane would be interested. So here's one that just says that Harry Kane already said yes to Bayern weeks ago. He approved negotiations with Spurs. The German club expect Kane to give the final green light today after agreeing a fee. So we'll have to see if that's true, but it's understood Kane would be interested in going to Bayern. But that's only because there's not any realistic offers on the table from elsewhere. What Man United should be looking to do is absolutely try our best to convince Harry Kane to come to us, at least go in for a cheeky offer, and then it's down to the player to decide where he goes, whether it's United or Bayern. And like I've said, there is power in Harry Kane's court at the moment because he can decide, hey, look, I'm not going to Bayern Munich. I want to go to Manchester United. If there's an offer in from Man United, he can say to Spurs and Levy, no, sorry, I don't want to go. You better sell me to Manchester United. Otherwise, I'm going to run down my contract at the club and then just go and join them in a year's time for free. Like, that is the situation Harry Kane's in. He's in a powerful position. So he should utilise that and go and stay in the Premier League and play for Manchester United. Let's ask the live chat, though. I'm not saying Bayern or United at this stage. I'm just asking, let's ask the live chat, do you think he'll stay at Spurs? So Spurs for a year and then move on to wherever he wants to go to. I'm sure all the top clubs in the world would be interested in him in a year on a free. Do you think he stays at Spurs for another year, guys? Do you think Kane stays? Or do you think he goes this summer to Bayern or maybe somewhere else, I guess, if we've got the bottle to maybe go in and try and get him? But let us know. Do you think he stays or goes? If I was him, I would stay at Spurs and then go on a free transfer because he's going to generate a lot more cash for himself that way as well. Plus, he has the free reign of anywhere to join wherever he wants in the world. He could literally go and play for whoever. Stay at Spurs, then leave on a free, says Cake. Top Dog says, yeah, wait till he comes to us. Go, says Clint. Go, says United. Kane to Newcastle. You think he'll leave, but I'm not sure. Hey, Ice Queen Gaming. Anthony says, Piggy, keep a calm head, bro. Kane isn't worth the heartache, says Anthony Okonkwo. Well, he might not be to you, Anthony Okonkwo, but you know what? I love Kane. I think he's a great player, and I would really love to see him at United banging in those goals, mate. We've just got and spent 85 million euros on Rasmus Højlund, and I get that. He's a very decent young prospect and is going to be a great player in the future. But Kane's experience and qualities right now is there to be seen in the Premier League, proven 30 goals last season for the shithouse of Spurs. Come on, I just want to add those goals to us and then maybe go and challenge those City wankers. I'm bloody sick of it. I'm sick of these City wankers having all the glory these days. Why? Because they're cheats and they spend money which they don't even generate. They're a bunch of bloody scumbags, mate. We're just sat by so passive and melty, just letting them win every single season. Let's have a fucking go of it. Let's go and have that ambition and go and get the best players we possibly bloody can. Show the rest of the league that we mean business by going to get Harry Kane. Why are we fanning around? We should be getting Højlund and Kane. We should be getting everybody we possibly can that's bloody good that will help Ten Hag and to help us win the bloody title. We should be trying to win the Premier League. We should be getting Harry Kane. We should be getting the best players out there. Not just sitting around being passive and waiting for City to win another pigging title. It's a fucking disgrace, mate. Come on. Kane stays in England, says Johnny. I hope you're right. Go, says Ember. Go, says John Boy. Bayern, says Chloe. Go, stay Bayern. It'll go 100%, says Anthony Okonkwo. Honestly, it's what needs to happen. We must have some ambition in us. So yeah, I did make some great points yesterday on Mason Greenwood. Well, exactly, Tim. So look, Mason Greenwood. If we keep Mason Greenwood and bring him into our team again, reintroduce him. That's a great forward player. It's a great forward player, 21 years of age, has the potential to go on and be an absolute worldie, no doubt. Really great player. Guess what? He's got baggage because he's a shithouse, though. And it's just a headache, and it may upset the squad harmony. Why wouldn't you maybe go and try and cash in on that guy, sell him off to Saudi Arabia? They're buying everybody and their bloody mate. So why not? Why wouldn't they be interested in Mason Greenwood? They could go and get Mason Greenwood. You could sell him for 50 million probably to Saudi. That's 50 million. That's half of Harry Kane right there. Couple that with Slabby Maguire and McTominay potentially going, you've paid for Kane. And then you've still got money left over to go and get a centre-back or Sofyan Amrabat. Once you've maybe got rid of people like Fred and Donny and Bailly and Henderson and all these twats. You know what I'm saying? It's not a rocket science. We just have to restructure things at United, sell players, get that money back into the club, and then go and spend it again. We can do it if we have the real ambition and can actually navigate this transfer window well. But as it seems at this moment, we're not having that necessary ambition to go and get Kane, but we should. That's all I'm saying. We should have the ambition to challenge for the league and to try and win the title. And if we had Harry Kane in the team, we'd be way more likely to do that. Let me ask you this question, guys. Okay, so Rasmus might fit Ten Hag's style better. That might be the case. But let me just ask you this question and answer it honestly in the live chat, yes or no. Do you think Manchester United's chances would be better to win the Premier League if we have Harry Kane playing for us up top? Yes or no? Do you think Manchester United's chances would be better of winning the Premier League if we had Harry Kane up top? Of course they bloody would be, guys. Thank you very much for everyone getting your votes in there. Of course they bloody would be. This guy scored 30 goals for the shitty Spurs last season, for Pete's sake. He's a fucking proven beast goal scorer. Bayern Munich, one of the best teams in the world. They'd want him. Everybody would want Harry Kane. He's got proven Premier League pedigree and experience. And he's an intelligent all-round player. He will bang you the goals. He's proven to do so. So it's anybody that says no, like there's a couple of people saying no here. No. Ember Glance, no. Okay, yeah. Duke of Rodtown, no. Mark N says no, yeah. You guys don't know shit! There you go, I'm telling you now. You don't think it would be... That's like saying that, you know, it wouldn't be any more likely to have Kylian Mbappe in your team to win the league or something. You know what I'm saying? You're talking guff. He's one of the best strikers in the world. One of the best strikers in the world, guys. What are you watching? What game are you watching? If you think Harry Kane's shite, what game are you watching? You don't deserve to be watching this game. You don't deserve to be on this channel commenting your guff nose. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You're talking rubbish, guys. Obviously, he would improve Manchester United's chances of winning the league. You know? Mark says, who has not won anything? Oh my God, do you remember when Robin Van Persie signed for Manchester United? He signed for Manchester United so he could win the bloody league, mate. And what happened that season when we signed Robin Van Persie? Do you remember? Do you remember, Mark? I'll tell you what he did. He fired us to the pigging title, my son. Yeah? This could be our Robin Van Persie moment of this generation, of this era. If we go and get Harry Kane, somebody that's almost guaranteed to bang you the goals in the league that you're currently playing in and challenge for the pigging title. That's what he can do. So, you know, I don't understand that whole, oh, you know, he's not won the league. You're talking rubbish. So what? He hasn't won the league. Yes, he plays for Tottenham. They're never going to win anything because they're a bunch of absolute perennial bottle merchants, lad. Is that Kane's fault? He's carried them on his back for the last decade, for Pete's sake. Goodness me. Oh. Anyway, so, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but... Just saying, if we're being honest, Kane improves Manchester United. He might not win us the league, but he certainly gives us a better chance of winning the league than not having him in the side. By the way, thank you everyone that's getting in here. We got 200 legends watching and only 68 likes. You what? Hit that thumbs up button if you're getting in here, guys. Drop a little like on it. Let's smash 100 likes on this stream. It will boost us up there on the algorithm. So please do smash the likes. Take a second to drop a thumbs up if you're just joining the stream. And also, smash that subscribe button. We're only 5 subscribers away, or 4 subscribers away, or 5 subscribers away from 72,950 subscribers. So please do hit the old subscribe button, smash the likes on this video, and of course, give us a retweet as well. United We Stand says we got 7 retweets. The tweet's pinned to the top of the chat. Give us a cheeky little retweet if you're just getting in the stream as well. Oh... Yeah, it is, for Pete's sake, a criminally underrated phase. You're right about that. Exactly. Kane's a world-class striker. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Just his goal-scoring rate is undeniable. He's actually the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League history as of right now, and he plays for the Spud Shithouses. So just the fact that he's actually able to do what he does and score those amount of goals, he's undeniable. You viewed says Pig, Rocky reference, predict Kane. Rocky reference, predict Kane. Rocky reference, predict Kane. What are you talking about there, you viewed, my son? Hey, Mrs. Balboa, why don't you come around my place tonight at 10 p.m. and I'll show you all about a real man in Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying? That's a reference for you there, but I don't really know what the fuck you're on about me. Hey, yo, Adrian! I did it! And I signed Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ten Hag's got to do at the end of this window. He's got to do it, my son. Come on. Have no clue what you're talking about there, you viewed, but thank you so much for getting in here. Ain't nothing gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning the Premier League's done. You gotta sign Harry Kane. Come on. Anyway, thank you very much, you for getting in. I have no clue what you're on about, bud. Right, so Kane to Bayern is on the cards right now. They're reportedly offering him a 5-year deal as well. So let's have a look at this. So I'll just get this tweet up here. Bit more information coming out from Pletty which says that Harry Kane has a 5-year contract offer on the table from Bayern Munich. He's now on the verge of joining the Bundesliga champions. And by all accounts, they do stand to make him a very, very highly paid player. Much more than he's getting at Tottenham Hotspur. But it's not like Manchester United couldn't rival that. So if you think about what it would take to pay... Let's ask the chat. How much do you think it would take to convince Harry Kane to play for United? How much weekly wage would it cost? I reckon, 375, maybe £400,000 a week It is the most money we would be paying anybody in the squad, but he's at his place in his career where he's earned it, I think, and he is a proven goal scorer. So I'd say 400 grand a week. Yeah, Stay Gold says 400 grand a week projected. Let's say 400 grand a week, right? Let's say it's 400 grand a week. So currently, Harry Maguire and Tony Martial are on 400 plus grand a week. That's what they are paid. They are paid £400,000 a week. Plus, more than that, in fact, for those two twats. Now, Maguire's on the verge of being sold. Goodness me. Sell Tony to Saudi Arabia for £2.50 if you can get him off our books and go and get Kane. It covers his wages. We wouldn't have any issues paying Harry Kane his wages if we just got rid of a couple of players. Simply put, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Donny van de Beek, Fred, Henderson, Martial, Bailly, all these players are on big cash and have no real input into the team anymore. They're just backup melters. Simple as that, really. They're not wanted. They're surplus requirements. They're gash. You can chuck them on the scrap heap as far as I'm concerned. It might sound harsh. They've been United players for years, but they haven't lived up to it. And right now, they're just out in the cold. So why the hell do we need to persevere with these peeps? We could easily get them off of our books, easily save the wages. Okay, you might not be able to sell them all. Maybe Dean Henderson needs a loan. Maybe Donny van de Beek needs a loan. But that's cash you're saving. If you get a little fee up front and you're not paying the wages to these guys, that's wages that you can pay to a player like Harry Kane. And so, therefore, it just makes a lot of sense for us to try, at the very least, to convince Harry Kane to come to United because we can afford him. We can afford him as long as we sell the guff bags, particularly some of the main ones we've discussed, like McTominay and Maguire. If you sell those two, which are very saleable right now, that's the best part of £70 million. And if we're talking about how much it costs to get Kane, well, it's understood that Bayern have put a bid in for in excess of 100 million euros, but euros is different to pound sterling. You know, you're talking 85, 90 million euros. It's expected it's around about 90 million euros, actually. Sorry, 90 million pounds, I should say, which is over 100 million euros. But crikey, if Manchester United paid 100 million pounds, that means we've just got to get rid of McTominay and Maguire, sell those two, and essentially one or two other players, and we've covered the fee. And then we've also managed to get the wages off of our books, which would cover Harry Kane's 400 grand a week in its entirety. So we just need to show real ambition in this window to try and get Harry Kane. There's still time left. People saying, oh, it's too close, he's going to Bayern. No, let's go in there, ransack and hijack this deal, guys. We can do it. We just have to believe and hope that United have got the bottle to actually have a go at it. I'm sure if you asked Erik ten Hag whether or not he would like Harry Kane at the football club, he would say yes, he would, given in an ideal world, because you know he's gone from last season having bloody Wout Smeghorst at the top of the team and not scoring the goals at all, having an absolute nightmare. I'm sure he'd like Harry Kane, who scored 30 last year for a shitter team. It's a no-brainer. He would certainly take him on. And then obviously with Rasmus Højlund being injured at the moment, who's to say that this guy's going to be fit enough throughout the rest of the season? Like, I think Rasmus Højlund has just obviously got some sort of little knock. It's nothing major, and he's a young, robust player, physically very good. He'll go on and it'll be absolutely fine, I'm sure. So let's say he does get a layoff throughout the season. Let's say he does get an injury. Give him a 2 months out even in the season. That could be the difference between us challenging or not challenging. And also, he's not even... I'm sorry to say this. He's not ready yet, guys. He's not ready. If you think that Rasmus Højlund is just going to slot in there, the top of Ten Hag side, and bang in 25 goals in this season, you're talking guff. It's unlikely. He's still got time, of course, to develop into a fantastic top-tier player. But he's only 20, and he's just on the back of a season in Serie A scoring 9 goals. There's nothing proven about him in the Premier League yet. I'm sure he will be a great player. I'm sure he'll be a fantastic player for Manchester United over the years. But right now, this season... is he ready to do the job of which we need all on his own up there? Because that's what we're asking him to do. Tony Martial's not going to do jack shit. And Rashford, okay, yes, we are going to play him as a backup number 9, I suppose. But wouldn't it be better if we had Kane and then Rashford can stick to his best position, which is the left wing? So if we really want to have a go of it, you know, we've got to try our absolute best. Thank you very much there, United We Stand. He says, let's get 100 likes. Thank you very much, United We Stand. I appreciate you, lad. Yes, drop a thumbs up on it. Help us get there. Injured himself at the medical. You're all right, Dabo. Darwin Punes is gaff, that's why. Probably scored an OG at his medical, says Chewbacca. This transfer's an absolute shambles. It is shocking, isn't it? Yeah, Kane, what are we doing, my son? I mean, nothing wrong with Højlund. Nothing wrong with Højlund. He's going to be a great player. I think if you actually look at the way he goes about it stylistically, he's an awesome youngster. But that's what he is. He is a youngster. He's 20. You can't expect to put all the pressure in the world on his shoulders for him to bang us to the title. It's unlikely. So, you know, let's try our best. Let's try our utmost to bring in Slabby Kane from Spurs. Let's match the offer from Bayern or even beat the offer from Bayern. We can do that if we sell players. There might even be one or two players that perhaps Spurs would be interested in taking in the opposite direction from us. So it's worth a conversation is what I'm saying. It's worth United trying. Eros BVB says, I hope Man United pay Pavard right now. Yes, indeed. Well, yes, we'll get onto that in a moment, actually, lad. Hey, get in there. Hey, thank you to Obizzy the Beast for being a member for nearly 2 years. Guys, get some mad love in the live chat there for Obizzy the Beast. He says, Højlund will surprise everyone, 25 plus goals. Obizzy, okay, I mean, I hope you're right. I really do, but we're asking too much too soon from the guy. He's only just come. And last season he scored 9 for Atalanta in Serie A. Yes, United are a very good team and we're going to create chances for him, obviously, and we're one of the dominant sides in the league. We finished 3rd, so you'd expect us to get the lion's share of chances against most of the teams we play against, and he'll be at the receiving end of a lot of these chances, and you'd hope that he'd score more goals than he did last season. But he's still young and developing, and he has to adapt to the Premier League, and it's a man's league over here. It's a much tougher league. There's so many different top teams, and it's a very physical league, and it will take a little bit of time for him to actually bed in, I think. It's just, you can't expect him to do it all on his own right now. Let's ask the chat, how many goals do you think Højlund scores in the Premier League in his first season? Obizzy thinks 25, but I mean, I think he would be doing brilliantly if he gets 10 less than that. If he got 15 league goals, I think he would be doing absolutely brilliant. And that's with him being our main only striker at the top there. You know, it's not going to be as simple as he comes in and does so much better than he did last season. It's a tough league, this one. We're drawing that tonight, Palmaris, my son. Dell says 10. Top Dog says 20. 15 to 20 says Mark. 12 to 15. 15 plus 10. 15. 10 to 15. 18 says 10 plus 9. 22. 18, 15, 18, 15. Yeah, fair play to you guys. Thank you, everyone, for getting in there with your votes. Well, that would be brilliant if we could get 15 or 20. But the reality is it's probably going to be a little bit less than that. I don't know. Oh, 793, how you doing, you legend? Get in there, you beauty. Let's just talk about Pavard for a second then. So from one player going to Bayern to another one potentially coming to us from Bayern. So, you know, obviously we are trying to get rid of Maguire at this moment in time. Maguire's apparently been speaking to Declan Rice about the club to get a bit more information, and feels a little bit better about maybe joining West Ham after speaking to Declan Rice. There is a report saying that United are expected to have to pay Maguire off £6 million. Sounds about right, because like I mentioned yesterday, we're going to have to probably pay a remainder of his contract, which if you consider about 50 grand a week being £2.4 million a year, that's probably accurate. We probably are going to have to give Harry Maguire a golden handshake on the way out. It's gash, but obviously that's going to be absorbed in the transfer fee. Thank you, You Viewed, for your £5 super chat here, my son. He says, Højlund needs to play well and paint the fence. The Dutch Mr. Miyagi knows this. And Rashford needs to do the same. Yeah, these guys need to get back to basics, don't they? Absolutely, I'm with you, bud. Wax on, wax off. Start, you know, doing some, you know, go out on the old groin by the sea, mate. Start doing some kata. You know what I'm saying, mate? Let's take it back to basics, lad. You know what I mean? I know, I'm totally with you, bud. Thank you so much, You Viewed. No, the Pavard link is not bollocks at all, mate. There is definitely a strong Pavard link. So he wants United. So obviously if we sell Maguire, we'll have the money to go and get Pavard. But I think we could easily put the money towards Kane and just get a couple more players sold as well. But no, Pavard wants United. So very many reports coming over from Germany that Pavard wants to join Man United and is refusing to speak to Bayern Munich about staying. He's made it clear to them that he wants to leave this summer. Very many reports coming out about this. Fabrizio Romano tweeted earlier on today, just giving an update on the whole Pavard situation. Let's discuss this for a second. So he had something to say on it. He said Benjamin Pavard's open to leaving Bayern Munich this summer and is keen on the Manchester United move. He'd love to join the club and try the Premier League experience. Ten Hag will decide soon his favourite option between Pavard and Todibo as backup option, and also Tapsoba. So, you know, there's obviously a few defenders that we're looking at. What I like about Pavard is he's a bit more developed in his career, 27, obviously won a lot, he's a winner, and he can play a multitude of positions. He can play right back, he can play centre back, He's played quite a lot of times there. Last season alone, he played 43 appearances for Bayern. He played 20 at centre-back and 23 at right-back. So he literally is a split between the two positions. He can play either or, which gives us a bit of quality and depth in there. So, he's obviously a great addition to the side. I'm not too worried about that. Let's just hope that we go and get him in and actually submit an offer for him very, very soon. If not him, then yes, Todibo would be an excellent addition to the side, wouldn't he? Of course he would. So, but yeah, look, I would still rather us sack off all of those guys and go and get Harry Kane. Let's ask the chat. I mean, maybe I'm wrong here. I don't think it needs to be one or the other, though. Would you rather Kane or Pavard and Sofyan Amrabat? Let us know. I mean, maybe Pavard and Sofyan Amrabat maybe solidify thing throughout the team, but Kane's such like a mercurial talent that he would just be banging in the goals for you galore at the top, which means that you'd maybe be more likely to challenge. But, and plus the other two players we're getting, essentially, Pavard and Amrabat, are they even expected to get into the first team? I mean, but anyway, the point is, it's kind of redundant because I'm not even saying that we should get either or. That's not the scenario that we're in, thankfully. We don't have to do that. We can actually get all of those players and actually give Ten Hag what he needs. So, as I mentioned before, people like McTominay and Maguire can go to generate you 65 million. You add Fred on top of that, that's nearly 80 million. You get rid of players like Martial to Saudi on the cheap. Maybe Donny van der Beek, obviously out on loan, get a little fee. Okay, there is going to be a bit of investment that's required from Manchester United here, of course. Henderson, if you can sell him for 15 mil, etc. You can generate enough to cover the whole of the Kane fee. And then you've got to just go and spend a little bit more on Sofyan and maybe Pavard. Another 60 million euros, say. So it is an insane amount of investment, but it's the right amount of investment to give us exactly what's required to do the job in front of Ten Hag. It's unlikely that we will want to go and do that because you know what United's like. But if we actually had the bollocks about us to try and challenge, that's exactly what we would do. Yeah, I agree, Notos. Get who we need and take any FFP fines that may arise in 3 to 4 years. We can always have a cheaper spend over the next couple of years, though, and especially if we've got new owners come in. And what you need to remember about United is we generate so much cash. We can't, obviously we got hit with an FFP fine recently. That's because of the COVID years when the income of the club was much less. Man United generates an obscene amount of cash. We can spend more than most teams because of the commerciality of the football club. Look, we just signed a new deal with Adidas. Over 10 years, it's going to be worth for £900 million. Come on. I mean, Man United has got the capabilities to do this and have one big investment this summer. Philip Chapman, thanks for getting in here and being a member for 14 months, brother. Come on, let's go. He's been a member 14 months. He says priority must be a striker. 100%, lad. Rasmus is great. Let's add to him. Let's get the goals. Let's get the firepower at the top of the pitch. It would be amazing. And also Sofyan and Pavard would be brilliant also. And it is wishful thinking to think we could go and get both of them. But, crikey, we should at least try our best to do so. We're capable. Right, a couple of other little bits of transfer news, guys. So, yeah, Pavard wants United. It's understood that that's going to be going on. Couldn't we sell McTominay to West Ham? Well, at the moment, it's possible because of Lucas Paqueta, guys. Lucas Paqueta wants to go and join Manchester City. So we thought maybe with Edson Alvarez going to West Ham and also potentially, James Ward-Prowse, obviously, that they had turned their attentions away from Scott McTominay. But because of Lucas Paqueta now going to City, it is likely that maybe West Ham still wants Scott McTominay. So this is from Fab earlier, says that Lucas Paqueta wants Manchester City. Club-to-club negotiations continue as City will bid again. After initial verbal approach for £70 million rejected, players can be included in the deal, as reported yesterday. City don't want to overpay, but prepare a new verbal approach. So that means they're going to get a shitload of cash again. So they got 105 million for Rice. They could get 70 million for Lucas Paqueta. Not beyond the realms of possibility that they come in and go and get McTominay for somewhere in the region of 40 or 35 million, which goes a long way to us getting Harry Kane again, guys, doesn't it? Yes. So let's hope that this materialises really, not to make City better, but just to give us the likeliness of being able to offload Scott McTominay to West Ham would be lovely. And as I say, Edson Alvarez has been now officially confirmed. He is a West Ham player, so confirmed from Fab official. Edson Alvarez joins West Ham on a €38 million deal, which can reach 41 million through variables. So, they are obviously acquiring midfielders, and so it's not exactly guaranteed that they go for McTominay, but based on right now, with them maybe on the verge of selling Lucas Paqueta, it's still alive. The McTominay transfer to them is still alive. which would be lovely. Also, we got another update from Fab today, which is a new bid received from Fenerbahce for Fred. Get in there, my son. So, exclusive. Fenerbahce have submitted an official bid to Manchester United for Fred. Club sources confirm, understand proposal worth 15 million euros total package. Add-ons included. That's decent, guys. What do you reckon? Sell or keep Fred for 15 million to Fenerbahce? I mean, that's bloody decent, guys. 15 million euros. Wasn't expecting to get that in the end for him. Just because, or it's actually 15 million. Yeah, 50 million euros. Because of his age and the wages that he's on. Wasn't expecting necessarily to get it. But 15 million euros is good. That's decent. That's half of a Sofyan Amrabat. It's half of an Amrabat signing. It's a bloody decent bit of money coming into the football club when we need it. Yeah, lots of people saying sell. It is taking forever. You know why, though, Pity Funk? It's because he's got a lot of different interest from different teams. So there's many different teams interested in him. It's not just as simple as, Fenerbahce are the only team offering it. There's a couple from Saudi, couple from Turkey, even Fulham are understandably interested in putting a bid in. So I think that's what's taking the time, is United are just trying to get the best deal that we possibly can for him to get the most money. 15 million, perfect. Exactly, Eamon Barrett. F in sell, says Jim. Yeah, there you go, Templar Breeze. Fred to Fulham, better for 20 mil. There you go, because there's other teams on the table who want him. We're just trying to generate the most cash. So you never know, we might better get a little bit more. There could be a potential bidding war for Fred. Does he add the value to these teams? You know, to be able to get more cash for us. Hey, Tommy Boyle, welcome aboard the Bacon Express today, lad. Get in there, you beauty. He says, offense wins games, defense wins titled. A world-class centre-back is more important. And Amrabat. RH is good in transition, C stats. He's not an out-and-out striker. No, I completely agree with you. Yes, I know. I mean, if you look at his games last season, I think he got 11 assists as well, Rasmus Højlund. And we've always been saying that about him, that he's very good in the link-up and the build-up. He's not just a striker, so he will hopefully help us score goals in another way as well, and in the link-up and the build-up. So you're absolutely spot on there, Tommy Boyle. But he is only 20, and he's going to have to adapt to a new Premier League. And how many goals will he contribute in terms of assists and goals this season? I mean, I'm not expecting the world from him, and I don't think we should. I think we should let him have the time to develop and grow as a player, because he is only a young kid. But I do like what you're saying. No, defence is very important. Completely agree. But we have already got a solid defence. I mean, arguably, if we go and sign another defender, it's just for a backup anyway. It's not going to be necessarily someone that comes in and improves the starting 11. Yes, we need the depth there, and that's important. And, of course, you want to have the ability to be able to rotate and cover injuries and things like that. But fundamentally, the starting 11, I guess, is the most important thing. Amrabat may not even get into the starting 11 either. I think he will. And Todibo and Pavard and these guys might not either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Amrabat will get in, but you have to remember there's Mount, Bruno, Casemiro, these guys who are all very, very highly rated by Ten Hag. Ten Hag's just spent 60 million on Mount. So is he buying him to come in and just sit on the bench? Probably not. Sofyan's going to cost half as much. He might be coming in to be a backup as well. So really, like, who improves the starting 11 more out of Sofyan Amrabat, Pavard, or Kane? Well, the starting 11 is improved more by Kane, because he gets straight into the starting 11. Whereas the other two, it's arguable whether or not they actually do get into the starting 11 straight away. I think Sofyan would. You know, I think he's better than Mount. I reckon Mount's guff. But Ten Hag might not view that as the same. So just thinking that there is a potential maybe that, we should put all our eggs in the Kane basket to try and improve the starting 11. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right, Pity Funk. Yeah, Mason Mount's an overrated guff bag, to be honest. Never rated him. Don't understand the appeal in him at all, but there you go. Right, guys. Okay, so, yeah, that's basically the latest news anyway. I'm going to get into the live chat now, have a bit of a Q&A. Do us a favour, smash that like button on this video. Drop us a thumbs up on the video if you haven't done so. How many likes are we on? We're on 114 likes. Get in there. Keep smashing the thumbs ups if you haven't done so, guys. I'm fucking leaving. I'm fucking leaving, guys. 113 likes. You what? I'm done. I'm freaking going, mate. No, that's it. That's fucking it. I'm just kidding. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. It's time to get into the Q&A now. Also, go over to Twitter, give us a retweet. I'm going to shout everyone out on the old twits right now, guys. So thanks to everybody who's given us a retweet. We've got 12 reposts over there. Bunch of legends. The link's at the top of the live chat. Boomy, Mr. Sims, John Boy Cat, The Butcher of Manchester, Tommy, Michael Paul, Gaz Newton, Compost Smurf, Richard Wisterpeck, Stephen Braun, United Mark, and Aaron Homeyard. Thank you so much to each and every one of you legends for giving us a retweet over there on the Twitch. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. Go give us a follow. You know it makes sense. Thank you so much. I'm going to stick around for a couple more comments anyway. Please don't go, says Jim Watkins. Bye, Piggo. I'll be going soon. So, yes, I'll read a couple of comments out, though. Just wanted to get on here and give you my thoughts and opinions on the Kane deal anyway. If somehow United could get Kane, exactly, it would be close. Imagine Chouameni and Amrabat plus Todibo and Pavard, Marcus Leonardo. Okay, then, fair enough, Anthony Okonkwo. That would be pretty awesome as well, wouldn't it? I'd like that. Thank you, Dabo, for liking the video. Appreciate it, my son. That's all we ask around here is a cheeky little free like, my son. You know it makes sense. Come on, United, hijack the deal. Yes, sirree. Come on, Vincent. That's all we got to do. Go for it. Have a try. Do what we can. You know, just have a go. We're capable. We're Manchester United, for Pete's sake. We should have the ambition to challenge for the title. What's going on, Burber, you legend? I hope you're doing good. Seriously says, surely we put everything into getting Kane now. I'd rather we promote a youth player as a centre-back. Spot on. Agree with you, seriously. I would love those extra 30 goals he could potentially give us this season. Vincent says, I'm livid if we win at the fucking campaign. It would be 120 million, but these Germans could come in and get it for less. Yeah, well, I don't know if it would be 120 million, Vincent. I'm sure it would take more money to convince Tottenham to send them to a Premier League rival, but I don't think it would cost 30 million more or, 20 million more. I think we could get him for a bit more. But it wouldn't have to be that much more, I don't think. Hey, what's going on, Burby Legend? Thank you, Jim Watkins, for liking the video. Said on this stream before, Onana, Amrabat, Mount, Højlund, Kane, plus one more best window for years. Yes, spot on. Kane might just stay. Well, that's what he should do, Glenn. If Kane actually understands the situation and thinks that he can get a better deal in a year's time, because he obviously can get a big sign-on fee, going to join anybody he wants in a year. Every club would have him in a year's time. That would be amazing. Obviously, Harry Kane to a different side. In a year, he's got his options in front of him. He could join Real Madrid, he could join Bayern, then he could join Man United, he could join whoever he wants in a year's time. They'd all be clambering over each other to try and sign him in a year for free. They could give him a big sign-on bonus and massive wages, much more than he'll get at Bayern, because let's face it, there is no transfer fee. People are talking about paying 100 up front. Imagine just giving him a big sign-on fee. Levy will jack up the price as soon as we ask about it. He will. He'll ask for more money than United, but come on. Man United should try. Oh, shout out to Alice, Aaron. Sorry to hear your friend's got COVID. Much love to her. I hope she feels better soon. Get well soon there, Alice. De Gea to Madrid, says Ryan. That'd be cool. Anyway, so, yeah, I just wanted to jump on, give you my thoughts and opinions about the Kane situation, guys. That's basically it for the show. Hello there, Chris Koo. Thank you so much for getting in as well, bud. He says Kane isn't coming, but what about the other Harry Kane if the other Melt leaves? Yeah, well, okay. Well, he's obviously hopefully going to West Ham, mate. That's the idea there. We'll keep you posted as and when there's more coming out about that today later on. We're going to be doing multiple shows today, folks. If there is any breaking news, we'll jump on between now and 10 p.m. We always do a 10 p.m. news show in the evening, so we'll jump on then. But if there is anything sort of urgent to discuss, we'll jump on and talk about that later this afternoon. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for getting in here and watching the show. Just had to get on here, get my thoughts and opinions off my chest about Harry Kane. We've got to try and go in for him. We can't let Bayern Munich just have a free rein of going and get him right now. This could be the difference between us challenging for the title and just finishing second. We don't want that. We want to actually have the ability to win things. And if we had Harry Kane on our side, we'd be much better placed to do so. That's the point I'm making. That's all I'm saying. And we actually have players there at United right now that we could sell on to justify the Kane transfer. We could raise the cash for Kane. We could get rid of Maguire, McTominay, Donny, Fred, Martial, Henderson, Bailly. The list goes on, really. We could generate cash in order to pay for Kane. We could. Guys, thanks for watching. Come back after this video and get your thoughts and opinions in about Kane. Could we have maybe a chance of going to get Harry Kane? Let us know your opinions after this video is finished. Come back in the not live comments and get your thoughts in there. Also, as always, smash a like button before you go. Drop a thumbs up on it. It helps us out. It helps us compete with clickbait wankers and corporation channels. Come back and subscribe as well by smashing that red button that says subscribe. Click the bell icon for notifications, and that way you won't miss a thing. Thank you all for watching. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United on all those platforms. Links in the description. But you have yourself a good afternoon, guys. I'll be back on later on with the breaking news and also with another update this evening at 10 p.m. Guys, keep a lookout for that. Stay classy. Have a great day, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, As this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.